What's up fam? Welcome back to my channel. You're in The Designer Life with Ika. So that means we have another multimedia related vlog. And what are we gonna talk about today? Of course, nakikita niyo naman sa title ang pros and cons of being a multimedia designer or graduating with a multimedia course. I've been working for about 2 years and 5 months-ish. I started August 2019 and I wanted to share my realizations about, the MMA course. I realized that the pros can be cons, the cons can be pros. It just depends on the angle. Just the same with how your weakness can be a strength and your strength can be a weakness. And depende lang yan sa sitwasyon natin. But then, in the world we live in today, wala naman talagang perfect ang trabaho. And so, if you're someone watching right now and you're taking up multimedia arts, or maybe a graduating student in the degree of multimedia arts, then this is for you. If by any chance naman you're already a designer by profession like me, then comment down below if you can #relate. Before I start listing down the pros and cons, I just want to say that pag nag-graduate ka dyan, pag designer ka na MMA, you're a jack of all trades and a master of none. You can just go through different disciplines or different roles. At yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. So let's go with the pros first. And yung bullet point number 1 natin, you are a multi-skilled candidate. Your marketability is high kasi you have a wide range of skill set. Pwede ka sa photo, sa video, editing, graphic design, even marketing, research, analytics. My experience before, I had a time where I was applying for a different role. Pero nalaman nila, I could do motion graphics. So, hindi lang static ang kaya kong gawin, but I could do some animations. And so, in those situations, you have an edge. Ang gusto kasi nila yung kaya nilang i-train sa iba't ibang bagay. Ang sabi ko that time, I'm not so comfortable with motion graphics yet. But then they said, it's okay, at least you know the basics and we can train you. And speaking of training, let's go to the next one. Number 2 is that you can adapt quickly. Dahil nagmumultitask tayo sa school, sa college, we study different subjects. Nagpo-photo sa isang subject, sa isa naman may graphic design, may editing, may marketing. A lot of things are going on and you are able to adapt when it comes to work because you have knowledge or the basic knowledge to be able to function well. And so if you're given a task that's out of what our job description is, you can change roles. Experience ko naman about it, kaya ako nasabing we can adapt quickly. There are times na I have to edit a video, pero kulang sa clips or hindi maganda yung na-shoot nung una. I can now shoot kasi marunong naman ako mag-handle ng settings, ng camera. Kaya natin gumalaw. Wala tayong restrictions when it comes to different forms of art. Third one, generalist voice. We can pitch in different ideas, we have something to say when it comes to design, not just in the role we are given in. Kasi napag-aralan natin sa school yun. You can still give inputs on how other collaterals will be made. We can help others out. So not my experience, but I want to tell you that I have this friend na multimedia arts graduate. She was my batchmate. Accounts manager siya. So, she deals with different brands. Since multimedia arts graduate siya, hindi lang communication with the client. She knows how the creatives work. Kung may inputs siya sa kanila, alam niya yung timeline dapat, alam niya yung ins and outs of being a designer. Nagigets mo kung ano yung pinagdadaanan nila or kung ano yung work. Ibig sabihin, madali ka din makarelate or makakonect dun sa different people inside your team. Fourth point is you're a leader in the making. Because you know how the design industry works, you can lead other people. Hindi lang ikaw yung mag-execute all the time. Kaya mong sabihin kung ano yung mga tama or mali. Kaya mong i-guide, help out other people, your teammates. You can be a team leader. A lot of my friends started out as associate designers and now they are team leaders. They are overseeing, checking on their team members na iba-iba din ang roles. Pwede nasa graphic design, nasa photo, editing, marketing. Having knowledge in different aspects will allow you to lead a team and be able to shift gears to what you have to work on, who you have to help, what kind of department or role you're trying to help. And then speaking of leadership, you can actually start up your own business, which leads us to the next point. As multimedia designers, we also have that key to freelancing and startup companies. Instead of hiring multiple people para sa iba't ibang klaseng projects about design, you can do it yourself. If kaya ng workload mo, depende yan ha. It's because we can wear different hats. Pwede ka maging photographer, videographer, editor, scriptwriter, social media manager, a lot of things, a lot of roles that you can take on. At the same time, for startups, you can get clients and then start your own team, lead a team because you know the vision of different art disciplines. Isa to sa mga trabaho na maganda ang freelance opportunities. Not all jobs can have great freelance work or is open to the freelance world. So I'm a freelance designer and my business, it's not really a company or a corporation, but it's a sole proprietorship. So comment down below kung ano yung mga businesses nyo, baka sa nyo malaking agencies na. Or are you a freelancer, one-man team, and did you just also jump from one kind of project to another? Let's start a conversation, guys. And the last pro point I want to say is that you can explore your passion. So sa mga hindi pa sure dyan kung ano talagang gusto nila sa design, multimedia arts is for you. So you can experiment from time to time. If you want to try on photography, go try it out. Not satisfied, not your passion, go try something else. Maybe video editing, photo editing, until you find the right one for you. The right one for you. Until you find what fits you, your passion. If not, you don't have to find that one exact thing under the multimedia arts bracket. Kasi ako, I wear different hats depending on the project given to me. And okay naman sa akin. Kahit hindi ako specialized in one, I enjoy doing different things. Sabi ko nga dati sa vlog ko na mabilis ako magsawa. If I keep on doing just graphic design, magsasawa ako. If just video, I'm gonna be bored. I want to venture into different things. Now we're done with the pros, let's go to the cons. Ano nga ba yung mga not so good? Hindi naman siya bad. But what are these things na realistic lang sa isang trabaho? First one is general or broad knowledge. Sabi ko kanina, it's good that we have knowledge in different aspects, but that knowledge is very basic. So kulang tayo dun sa deeper dive, dun sa in-depth knowledge and skill na kailangan kapag dun na sa expertise na yon. So it's hard to take on roles that have specialization, no? Let's say 3 years working in the advertising world or been doing this work for 3 to 4 years. Yung mga ganyan. Kasi nakikita natin yan sa qualities or job needs. Anong bang tawag dun? Job qualities. And so if you want to specialize in those things, of course, kailangan mo pang ulit mag-aral. Kasi the MMA course may not be enough for that. My second con point is experimentation time. Sometimes I have to watch tutorials and research about a particular design I have to do kasi medyo kulang pa yung knowledge ko. I need half a day or one whole day for me to study a specific type of edit or a specific type of effect. It's gonna take so much of your time that maybe it will create some lags when you have other work. Third point is various work outputs. So, since ang dami mo nga kayang gawin, iba-iba rin yung output mo. And minsan nakaka-drain siya. There are times where they really look for a multimedia artist or a multimedia designer. Hindi siya specific. Kahit ano dapat na ibigay nila, kaya mong gawin. Dito na pumapasok yung one-man team. My experience, I had that experience before. There was an event and I was really focused on doing graphic design at first. But then during the event, I had to take photos. And while I take photos, after a few snaps, I have to edit it in Lightroom, upload it in the drive, send it to the brand team who's going to upload it in our Facebook pages for the updates during the event. And while doing that, I have to get my phone, have it transfer the photos, and update stories in Instagram. So, ang dami talaga nangyayari. I would say yes, it was exhausting, but I had so much fun and I learned a lot. It can be a con, it can be a pro depending on the situation. It's nice to have different skill sets. Kaya mong gawin yung mga iba't ibang bagay. But it's better to be able to maximize that per project. One project after another. And the last point, the fourth point for the cons is costly equipment. Kailangan work. Equipment is expensive. Software is expensive. This may be relatable for freelancers. Siyempre, sarili mong gamit ang kailangan dyan. But for full-time employees ng isang company, I would say na even though you use the company equipment. Artists, designers, we practice on our own. We do self-learning. Kaya kailangan may own equipment din tayo. And because technology is ever-changing, minsan nga year by year, ang daming bagong equipment. And that means we have to save up for the new technology that's gonna come out for better work. Experience, I had to upgrade my laptop. I had a vlog about that. Kasi ang bagal na ng laptop ko, hindi na kaya mag-render ng mabilisan. I also had the time in college, I had to buy a Rode mic. Kasi yung audio na ginagamit namin was mic off the earphones. And hindi siya enough to cover all the noises or the background noise. And we had to level up our equipment for the videos that we had to shoot. And so yun na lahat yung mga naisip ko na pros and cons. I hope you guys had a little bit of knowledge on how really the industry works and how the design life as a multimedia artist is. That's all from my end, and maybe you guys have your own experiences. Please don't hesitate to comment down what you think, what else you think are pros and cons I wasn't able to mention. There's so much more to talk about the design life, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can hear more about it. I have my designer playlist, so click it down below and watch other videos about it. Have fun about design despite the cons. Focus on the pros, and I hope you're enjoying if you're a designer. If you are not yet a designer, aspiring, working on it, studying, I'm rooting for you. You can do it, okay? So this has been Ika, guys, and I hope you had fun. This is the Designer Life with Ika. See you guys in my next vlog.